Good afternoon, everybody. Glad to see everybody. John 14, verse 15. Jesus said, "If you love me, you will keep my commandments." He was not placing weight on your shoulders. He was not introducing a new way to measure your spirituality. He was not saying that love could be earned, proven, or maintained through perfect obedience. He spoke these words to bring peace to troubled hearts. These words were spoken in the upper room just hours before the cross. Jesus was not addressing the crowds or correcting sinners. He was speaking privately to his disciples, men who were afraid, confused, and about to experience deep loss. That is why he began saying in John 14:1, "Let not your hearts be troubled. Believe in God, believe in me also." The context is comfort, not control. Everything Jesus says in this moment flows from his desire to calm them and prepare them what was coming. When Jesus spoke of commandments, he was not pointing back to the law of Moses or asking his followers to live under a system of rule keeping. He had already fulfilled the law and was about to complete that work at the cross. Earlier in the same conversation, Jesus defined exactly what he meant in John 13:34. "A new commandment I give to you, that you love one another just as I have loved you." John 15:12, later he repeats plainly, "This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you." The command is love, shaped by his love, not behavior driven by fear. It is important to understand what Jesus was not saying. He was not saying, "If you fail, I will love you less." He was not saying, "Your obedience keeps you in relationship with me." And he was not saying, "Your performance determines my presence." Jesus was not placing conditions on love. He was describing what love naturally produces, which is obedience. And this passage is not a prerequisite for belonging. It is the fruit of belonging. Through the finished work of Jesus Christ, this becomes even clearer. Jesus did not wait for obedience before loving you. Scripture says in Romans 5:8 that God shows his love for us, and that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Love came first. The cross came first. Grace came first. Everything that follows flows from what he has already been completed, and not from what you still need to achieve. If you love Jesus but feel exhausted by striving, hear this clearly. Jesus is not watching your life with a scorecard. He is not measuring your love by your consistency. Scripture says, 1 John 4:13, "By this we know that we abide in him and he in us, because he has given us his Spirit." Your assurance comes from his presence, not your performance. To keep his commandments today means to remain in him. Trust his finished work. Allow his love to flow through you toward others. Jesus said in John 15:5, "Whoever abides in me and I in him bears much fruit." Fruit grows naturally from connection. It is not forced by pressure. You love him because he first loved you. 1 John 4:19, we love because he first loved us. Obedience, then, is not a fearful obligation. It is a peaceful response to a love that is already secure. This is what Jesus meant in this truth. It's meant to bring rest to your soul.